If you are a session player, this video is for you on how to make as much money as possible and how to make sure you're getting as many gigs as you can. And hopefully this gives you a lot of context on what you need to be doing and where you could be finding new things to help you crush outside of just being good at your instrument. So if you're new here, my name is Lorne. I'm a professional musician. Graduated Berklee with a scholarship, done over 1,000 shows, and I've got a free music school where I give away practical music education, everything I know for free. This is one of our lessons in our Making Money in Music course. So for session players, look, you're at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to getting gigs. And I know the feeling. It sucks. Like when you look at, your singer, guitar playing friends and you're like, oh my God, life is so good being able to book solo gigs. Life is great. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that if we are not interested, which I highly recommend anyone who is an instrumentalist learn how to sing at least. I mean, obviously drummers, you're in a different position, but maybe learn how to play bass guitar, whatever. I'm just going to assume that none of you guys are going to pick up the skills to sing and then do your own solo gigs, and you just want to work with other people. Now, pretty much there's only 3 things that you need to do that are going to make you crush really, really well. First thing is, do you have a workable personality? Now, this doesn't mean you need to have it right now and you are, out of luck if you don't have it. And it's funny, I'm not even talking about the instrument performing yet, because this is way more important than everything else. Are you fun to work with? Now, if you are not good at working with someone, or you have noticed that you create friction or things don't work well for you, there's probably things that you do in your behavior that need to be fixed. And so there's a book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Go read that book. It will help you a lot. And if you've already read that book, you're going to start picking up a lot of cool new tricks. But basically, to be workable and likable, you need to be able to do things like be nice, listen to people, smile, be grateful that you got the gig, do not be late, honest to God, do not be lazy at the gig. This is a crazy one that I see happen where session players get bored because they're doing basic stuff. And obviously they're not the one running the show, but you are a reflection for the person hiring you. Now you got to remember that when someone's hiring you, you are the person that relies on them to then also get the gig. So they got to get the gig and then they can hire you. So normally if you're working with like a singer or something like that, very rarely do I meet like great session players that are the ones that are going out finding the gigs and then bringing a singer in. It's usually the singer will get the gig and be like, I need a guitarist or I need a drummer or whatever. And they bring him in. So remember that you are a reflection of that person. So you need to like amplify that person. You need to make them look so good. So that means don't look like you hate what you're doing. Even if you're bored, find ways to feel excited about the show, vibe out the show. If the person likes what you're doing in the way that you're moving, don't go too crazy over the top. If they don't want you to be running around stage, don't do that. But just look like you're enjoying yourself is going to make them look better to the managers. And it's going to make you look better to them as well. Because the last thing you want to do is like have like this concentration face, and you should work on it by like record yourself. You could literally record a video and just watch yourself playing and just be like, oh my God, I didn't realize I frowned so much and I look like so angry when I'm playing. Fix it. Start smiling while you practice so then you can then smile when you're performing. You need to be someone who is easy to work with, because trust me, when hiring people, the last thing you want is someone who's difficult. The last thing, and the other thing is like if you're traveling for gigs as well, man, because especially like bigger gigs or really successful gigs, you might have to travel and do things. Now, you definitely don't want to be sitting in the car with someone who's not a vibe. And so like being a vibe really just comes down to, do you smile? Do you listen to people? Like if you just smile and listen to people, you're already like so far ahead. But yeah, read that book, How to Make Friends and Influence People. It's going to help you a lot. That's all we need to do when it comes to becoming a workable personality. Don't be late to your shows. Like I said earlier, just follow those steps of being like on time, nice person, smile, enjoy the gig, and then don't be a drama. Don't get drunk at gigs. Don't do anything like that. Just be good. My God, and I've seen musicians, I kid you not, pull up their phones and scroll social media during a gig. Do not do that. It's so wild that I even have to say that, but just don't do it. Don't ever do it. It is not about you. The show is about them. Always work to make the artist or the person you're working with the best person. Make them sound the best. And like that's going to segue into the second point. Are you good at your instrument? Now, when I say are you good at your instrument, I don't mean are you good at your instrument? I meant are you good enough to play for them? Because there's a version of your playing which is good for you, and there's a version of your playing that's good enough for them. And you need to just be good enough for them. You don't need to go in and be like playing crazy little fills every single second, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to do all that stuff. The worst guitarist is the guitarist who oversteps on everything. Your goal is to make the singer sound as good as possible. Make the band sound as good as possible. And then when they say rip a solo, that's when you're fancy. But then you come back. You go into your la la land and you come back. That's what being good enough at your instrument is. Not being the best shredder. I have seen some of the best musicians get less work because they don't know their place. You are not Steve Vai. You are not any of these god level guitarists. And if you are, then I don't even know why you're watching this video. Go tour. But if you are not that, then that means you are going to be sitting in the hierarchy of I will support my singer. You are down. You are not important. The thing that matters in every single performance is the vocal rhythm and time, and is the song good? Now, not is your guitar solo good, not is your guitar fills good, not is your reharmonization good. If anything you do that distracts from those things that are really, really important is going to diminish the overall performance of your gig. So remember, when being good at your instrument, it's about being good enough for the performance, not being good enough to be able to play, you know, Eruption by Eddie Van Halen and things like that. Like none of that stuff matters. If you can play basic chords really, really prettily and nice and clean and in time, and you can do a nice clean fill when required, and you support that singer in a really, really great way with dynamics and really, really clean, you know, comping skills, that person is going to hire you every single time. Now you pair that with being a workable person and people enjoy your company and you're on time and you're reliable, you are making money. You are so good. Like you're going to have a line out the door for people wanting to hire you. And so that is like the two things that are just like really, really important if you really want to go down that route. Now, the third one is, do you have equipment? So this is a bonus one. No, not the bonus one. The bonus one's coming. Sorry. This is the third one. So do you have equipment? If you can supply certain pieces of gear, you will be favorable by other people. If you have a great mixer, because you typically like good sound, or you understand how to run sound very well, you might be booked more shows because the singer might not have a good mixer. And so they'll be like, oh, well, can we use your mixer? And you'll be like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. Anything less for other people to do and you can handle yourself is going to make you more valuable. I've seen, you know, because some person has a trailer, they're going to get hired over another person who doesn't have a trailer. Like, no one cares about the performance difference because one has a trailer. You now save that person from hiring a trailer to carry all the equipment to go to some gig, and then that person, you know, gets the gig. So having equipment is a really, really, really cool thing that a lot of session players don't really think about. They're not thinking about like, do I have mics? Do I have an extra mic stand? Do I have lighting? You know, you can invest in like, it's not even a crazy investment. It's very, very small. You can have a small investment and you can just say to the singer, hey, I've got this piece of equipment. Do you need any of them for your show to make it even better? And they'll be like, shit, you got lighting? Oh man, we pair it with my lighting. We can do even better cooling lighting setup stuff. Super simple, like really basic. You don't have to go crazy, but that is one amazing way to really bring out your value and get more gigs. Now, the fourth one, this is the bonus one. I wasn't really going to talk about it, but now that I'm explaining the video, I'm like, yeah, actually you should do this. So this one is have skills that make the person who's hiring you love you. Now, content creation skills are the most underrated things that you can ever have as a session player. And I know that you guys are like, but I just want to play my instrument. Well, if you don't want to go and sing and you don't want to do these things, we just want to make sure your calendar's full. So when I talk about content creation, being able to capture the singer crushing it and give them that content so that they can share it on their socials to help them get more gigs is skill. If you can do that, you are delivering value outside of your performing. So if you can make sure that like, oh man, every time that person shares that piece of content, they're going to love it. Say that you understand a little bit about videography and like you could shoot something really, really quick of a performance, or you capture like the singer doing a really, really cool solo set or something like happens. Or say for instance, the singer is like getting the whole crowd going and the crowd's like pumping and pumping, and you make sure you get the boundaries with the singer or the like whoever's running the show beforehand, and say, hey, I've got my camera here and some video equipment. Do you want me, if something goes like really, really high vibes, do you want me to stop playing for a second and capture like a really quick, like whole crowd going crazy and you getting that for content? And if they want it, then you do it. And if they don't want it, then you just play your instrument and crush. But having that skill set available for someone is huge. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've loved it when I just I have professional videography equipment, and I obviously, I know how to use it. So I just taught my bass player how to use it. And I said, at any point in time, if you see the crowd go crazy, don't worry about playing bass. Just get me at least like 15 seconds of them losing their shit. And that's what he did. So when we're performing, he's got this camera sitting next to him, and then we're all performing, and I get the crowd going crazy. They're loving the show. And then he just gets up, boom, pushes record, gets that 15 seconds, gives it back to me. And then I have that piece of content that I can then use into my socials to then advertise to get better shows and show that we know what the hell we're doing. So if you really, really want to win, this bonus point of like understanding these skills is going to make you so much more money as a session player. And yeah, I really, really rate it. And if you don't think that it'll work, then you can enjoy having less gigs than you thought you would want to have. So hopefully these points help you out, but I would highly recommend, if you are into the gigging space and you want to make a full-time income, you can totally do session stuff, but I would recommend that you just learn how to sing in time. If you can sing in time, 30 songs that are really good, you are going to make money as a solo player. And that means that you can make money solo gigging, and you can do the session work, and then you're crushing it, and then life is good and money is coming through the door, and you can buy cool toys. So that's all I want to hit on for this video. So hopefully that helps you guys, and let me know in the comments if it helps. All right, catch you guys soon.